You're listening to the Doug Stanhope Podcast.
You didn't like that, so I
I love
chopped it.
Chad Shank.
Yeah,
It's sad that I have to hear his voice introing the podcast. To go,
let's get you on the mic.
I should. I should. I'm at a month now, not smoking, so I'm at a place where I think, yeah, maybe I should dip my toes into socializing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
And-
dip your toes into
No,
tobacco.
no, it's like one of those things. It's you got to get rid of the triggers, which is
Yeah, yeah.
everything you do in life, like socialize or write or anything. First of all, I have been without the internet. The internet, there was a major crash all over like half the state or more. So I've been without the internet for 2 days, which is worse than any withdrawal I've had from quitting smoking after 43 years. 2 days without the internet, and I'm fucking customer service that's not even related to the internet is hearing about it.
Oh wow.
I have been fucking and I don't know if it's because we're now into month 4 or 5 with nothing being done on the house, that you just take away a little bit more from me and I'm fucking stabbing you. I'm like fucking what's his name? The Grossberger from Stir Crazy, the big fat bald,
I don't know.
I'm eating my prison
Oh.
meal with my
Oh, yeah, yeah,
arms
yeah.
wrapped around my meal. Go ahead, take one more fucking pee from me. Go ahead. I'm gonna fucking stab you with a fork. But yeah.
I was at Safeway yesterday when everything went down, and people had to either pay cash or abandon their carts, which it felt weird because I can't remember the last time I was forced to pay cash, unless it was like for
in a grocery
something.
store,
Yeah. But it was, people were just turning and walking away. So, and it took 24 hours for that to resolve, and you still don't have it at the house, right?
Still don't have it.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like everyone else's backup. It's supposed to be, they posted Sparklight as the provider,
But it wasn't just Sparklight.
but they
It was-
posted specifically about Bisbee. Bisbee is, as of 6 a.m. this morning, it's all back up and running. Well, not me. I live in a fucking vortex where honestly, shit doesn't work. Tech shit doesn't work. And no, you just don't hear it. Just give it to me. And then hang on.
No, you're
I
right.
haven't seen this before. Oh, yeah, this doesn't. Hang on, let me call someone. See, I told you, it's me. It's fucking me.
It is you.
QR code. Never scanned a fucking QR code in my life. Customs in the UK. Well, just scan the fucking thing. You try it. You try it. Yeah, you just put your camera and you. Yeah. Your shit doesn't work.
Go on through.
Yes, just forget it. You fucking black cloud of everything that fucking Asians created that was good for the world. They created the internet, right?
I don't know that that's true.
Either way,
Yeah.
they should get credit. They built all the devices for the
Yeah,
internet
they
before.
profited from
They
the,
go, they saw the internet coming.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm a Japanese supremacist.
But you know what I didn't realize yesterday is I should probably have more cash on hand. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have, a hundy in your wallet to take care of something like that.
Yeah, why don't you go down to the bank and just start screaming, give me all my cash.
Now, sorry, we can't. The internet's down.
Yeah, I was wondering if we could like stage runs on banks. Like if we try to do something as a prank in the the backlash undertow of the savings, what the Silicon Valley Bank.
Yeah,
that went down.
SVB.
Then they're like, well, what if other small regional banks start going down? Like, what if we did a prank that actually made a fucking like Washington Federal fucking
Close it
Yeah.
at 1 p.m.
Yeah, and I have all the motive in the world to close those motherfuckers. I'm going to Seattle, and I gotta remember to shit on them because that's their home base. But yeah, they fucking
Washington
got-
Federal period. There's a period in
Oh.
their logo. I don't know what that means. Like their logo, and like no one, and it doesn't say Coca-Cola period. But theirs is Washington Federal period.
Yeah, there might be a guy that started a mail order company in 1978 that still on paper owns Washington Federal. So
Yeah.
they had to add the dot. It's beautiful in Australia. Burger King is Happy Jacks over there.
Yeah.
Because one fucking guy had Burger King, just a small burger stand somewhere. I think it's in Sydney or Adelaide. I don't know. I look it up every time I go because I see the Happy Jacks logo, which is obviously Burger King font and colors.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate Burger King just irrationally. And that guy is like, no, I'm not selling. No.
Did you
So-
go there and eat at the
No,
Burger
I
King
did
in
not.
Australia?
No, I've looked it up every time I tour there. I'm never in the town when I think about it, and when I get to that town, I don't think about it.
Yeah.
But I would definitely go and
Yeah.
celebrate that place. Fuck Burger King.
So it's not just the name.
Right. They could have done Burger King, period. I don't know. They're sketchy motherfuckers. So yeah, but I'm just getting shit done. Fucking, you've been very busy
Yeah.
taking all the trees out. You're the opposite of Johnny Appleseed.
Well, the thing is that nothing's been done to the yards in 10 years. I mean, if a limb blows down, we get someone out here with a chainsaw,
Yeah.
but never any like care or maintenance. And I found a guy that his crew comes in and they're fucking jamming. And so and he's reasonable. So just put him to work, man. So,
Yeah, I pulled up in front of 212 here, and they're throwing all the branches into a wood
Kipper
chipper
right
up
there.
front.
Yeah, done.
Wow, and it wasn't until you just said it. I go, wow, firewood. We used to have fires all the time.
You'd have to wait for it to season. So you'd have to store it somewhere, and that's where the rats go. So
Yeah, and we never have fires anymore.
no.
It's not because we were out of wood.
Yeah. But yeah, the tree that they took down today was huge. And it, like I told you, I go, it doesn't seem like that tree was like, and we'll put it here. It's like it started growing and then it just became, that's where the tree is. And that it was huge. And they took that out. And now you've got an entire patio that's usable without something dropping, and pigeons and fruit and leaves year round.
Fucking bingo was just going on at Raider. I made Raider dinner. I get into these places where, well,
Was it the chili?
well, I gave him chili as a first course. It was chili and a sandwich, but I made a thin cut.
What do you have like
chicken
a
breast.
diner over there at Hazard now?
Yeah, but I make this stuff for me. Like I had
Yeah.
the same thing, but I had it earlier, and I made sure, because if I can't cook for two people, I can cook very good for one
Yeah.
person. But if I have to do two,
That's your half piece of toast, one egg.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I made chicken breast with Swiss on the bottom, provolone on the top, with just thin cut chicken breast.
Do you pound it out, or is it just thin?
No,
You
it's
slice
cut
it,
thin. Yeah,
okay.
so you buy it thin cut. So yeah, it's perfect for a sandwich.
You like make a Malibu chicken or something?
No, I made a Southwest a provolone with green chili, cooked onion and pepper, and provolone with bacon on sourdough, with the crust pulled off of the top. Some people like crust. I don't like it. I don't like to bite into a sandwich. Crust should be taken off entirely.
You talking about the heel on both ends of the bread,
No, it's
or the crust?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a regular piece of sourdough bread. I don't like to have to breach that, and I shouldn't have to cut a sandwich in half to be able to not eat through the crust. So you pull the top off, and that gives a person the option of cutting through or just eating through where there's no fucking crust. I put a lot of energy. This is what I do with my time now, and I think I really have a case for where I have mental illness. There's no doubt that I just sit and go, that's not normal. That's not, you can't chalk this up to, oh, he drinks every day. No, this is just not.
For
normal.
instance, what?
Kathleen Madigan.
What?
She doesn't follow me on Twitter.
Okay. What?
This turns into a full night.
How is
I
it?
think it was, I don't know if it's the Oscars or something, or maybe it was that Malaysian, some TV show or event thing. And it was trending, and I click on the trending to see what, and Kathleen Madigan shows up in the trending feed. And it says, "Hey, termites, let's go," with a link to whatever the show or the whatever was going on. And I went, termites. And then I started doing research, and she calls her fans termites. And I couldn't find, I'm like, since when?
Yeah.
And I'm like looking up, and in the process of this, I go to her Twitter page, and she doesn't follow me. And she's a booze bag like me. She's roughly my age. I mean, we've never been close, but we've been,
You've worked with her, or you met her? And
I think the last time I saw her, was after the Green Room. We filmed
Paul
the Green Room.
Provenza with
Showtime. So yeah, like 10 years
is that
ago.
the one with Belzer and Glenn Wool and David Tell?
Yeah, it ended up, I think it was me and her and Ron White and Attell all went to the Improv, and we all went up and did sets. I remember Dice came to bump whoever was on stage, and they're like, "Sorry, Dice." I'm like, "I'm going up next."
Full house.
I bumped Dice. Yeah, I've always liked, I'm like, and it's not like when you see some of the, all right, they only follow 35 people or 130 people. I get it. She follows 3,000 fucking people and not me. And I just fixate on this. And now I'm down the fucking Madigan rabbit hole, and she's doing this. And she started it during quarantine. Hubcast is the name of hers. She lives rurally in Missouri, where she grew up.
Off, not in Hollywood or New York, or
I think outside of St. Louis, or maybe in St. Louis area. She started a podcast, Pubcast. I'm like, that's a great fucking idea. Pubcast. That's why is this not all about the drinking? And she's open. I'm a fucking drinker. I don't hang out with non-drinkers. I'm reading interviews. I'm trying to find any reason that we should not be at least peripheral, cursory friends.
just comics who booze. That's it.
Exactly. How few are there of us left? And she doesn't all goddamn night clicking on a different interview.
But on your phone, though, you're not even on your.
No, this is days ago.
Oh, okay.
This is why now the internet, I can't live without it. I realize all these fucking assholes say, "Oh, I don't even have a TV." Yeah, but you sit and do the same thing on the internet.
Yeah.
I know that I'm wasting time, but I also know that I'm a fucking crazy person. Why am I just completely, not only have I spent my whole night, but I still wake up why does Kathleen Madigan not like me? I was building a podcast around,
just that.
Just that.
So what is the fixation? Is it that she's not following you, and you feel like
I think that you guys should like me.
Oh, all right.
I think, and that, that happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just don't like you.
Oh, tell me about it.
I guess you know. The point is, you go at one point, is this like a place I could get medicated and not think about Kathleen Madigan's feelings about me and what it was specifically that made her not follow me? I mean, I don't follow.
Did she follow you at one time? Do you know?
Not that I know.
Okay, so you're filling in some blanks here.
Yeah, I don't
to feed your own neuroses, though.
I don't follow her.
No, well, there you go. Why don't you follow her and see what happens?
Well, I'm afraid of rejection. Maria Bamford, I followed her. She doesn't follow me. I've tweeted her things to her GoFundMe, her projects. She doesn't follow me, but I know she's crazy. I don't know that I'm crazy. I know that I'm a drunk, and I know that fucking Kathleen Madigan's a drunk. If I had fucking like whatever crazy, whatever Maria Bamford has, if we were both in the same, if we would both be locked up in the same wing of the mental institution, and then we got out and she didn't follow me, I'm like, wait, we're both crazy people. We both have the bipolar this.
There's a connection.
Yeah.
So you feel like the booze is enough, booze and comedy is enough of a connection that you think you should get a cursory, hey, I'll follow you.
Or I shouldn't care.
Well, yeah, there's that part too.
Yeah. And again, I don't know. I'm so bad at gauging cause and effect the older I get. I get like really sick the other day. For 2 days, I was puking.
You came home from Australia and
yeah, but that was
basically, yeah, but I mean, you basically then could shut down. Sometimes your body
like
just does that.
It was,
yeah.
I went back up north to the hotel.
The hotel home.
Yeah. And yeah, I didn't feel bad, but I walked into the hotel and went, oh, it's just.
Wait, there was puke coming. You could.
No,
like,
no, it was just tightness of the throat where it was like a gag reflex without, like, am I gonna throw up? I'm like, yeah.
I'll take
and
that.
It just
go.
kept going.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I didn't feel like my belly was wishy-washy.
Or it wasn't something like food.
Have you ever when you puke on mushrooms?
Yeah.
Or ecstasy? I don't know.
More mushrooms.
I remember puking on ecstasy the same way in Montreal at the oh, by the way, we're coming back to Canada.
Yeah,
that was when we were doing the Just for Spite festival, and we had this car wash party. We rented out a car wash overnight, and I was on ecstasy, and I was just like really tense when it's coming on, and like I was talking to a guy, and I was just charcoal eyes, intense, and like, and I just turned my head and projectile vomited. Go ahead, I'm good. Go ahead, keep talking.
And then she said, "What?" We're back into the story.
Sun is coming up. Then at the end of the party, stragglers are still leaving the parking lot. I think the car wash people are starting to come in because they have to be a car washer soon. And I'm talking to this guy's like, and I go, oh! And I look up, and it's the same guy I had been talking to earlier when I'd puked. I'm like, every time you talk to me, I vomit. So get going. It was that kind of stress vomit. I don't know how much I'm really fucking losing my shit because of this fucking house.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't seem, I feel like I'm just, riding through this fucking nightmare. I started asking people in Safeway, hey, Doug, how's everything? You back in town? Yeah. How's your house coming along? It's not. Nothing's happening. We had to fucking ditch the other fucking people that the insurance company recommended. They're fucks. No one was returning our calls that are. Do you know a contractor?
Yeah.
Just asking people. That's what it's gonna come down to. If we don't get calls back,
I got another week, and then I'm just gonna have to start making some more calls to Tucson now because
I'm going fucking. I'm basically going public now.
Yeah.
I'll just go to people's podcasts. Go any general contractor that's just fucking bored and wants to make a name for yourself. I will call it your general contractor, whoever you are. You'll own this podcast for a year. Just like SoFi Stadium, 3Com Park or whatever. Yeah, it'll be the fucking Stan and Sons fucking Ruby Ridge general contractors taped down from the mountains of Idaho to fix my fucking goddamn roof. And it'll be your contracting company name here, Doug Stanhope Podcast.
Or something like that.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Well, we got guys coming in with some bids. So, I mean, there's nobody in Bisbee, basically. And Sierra Vista is the next biggest town. And when I was talking to the claims adjuster today, who I got his personal number now, so I can get contacted. basically he's like, yeah, you should probably go out to Tucson. It's like, hey, 3 weeks ago, you couldn't have told me. You should probably focus on Tucson for contractors. That's how I'm getting information. I go, yeah, I'm not having any luck here. He's like, yeah, what you should probably do is like, wow, and once again, 2 weeks ago, you could have told me that, and I wouldn't have gotten all these electricians, because he's like, hey, you get the electrician bid, that's good and everything, but if you got the general contractor coming in, he's probably going to get his own guys in there to do it, so he'll subcontract out. I go, well, I've been calling all these electrical contractors to come out and do a bid, and I told him that, and today he said, yeah, you should probably just wait till you get the general. I'm like, oh, well, live and learn. What else? What other gems am I going to learn in the next couple of weeks? Yeah. So,
do we even have sponsors anymore? Is that still a thing?
Sometimes.
Do you just do this for me?
Yeah. This never
Just get
goes
me out
out
of the house.
Doesn't go out. Yeah. It's to get you to stop thinking about Kathleen Madigan.
Oh my God, just don't get me fucking started on the other things in the fucking.
But I mean, you'll move on to something else, won't you?
When I hate Fixate, I know it's a problem.
Yeah.
I didn't hate Fixate on her. That was
Yeah.
that was a wounded soul for no reason, dumb thing. But this fucking blue check marks, the fucking people that buy blue check marks.
What's that? On Twitter?
On Twitter now, and like, it used to be a safe place. You go, okay, I don't want to fuck with Twitter. I don't want to deal with the assholes. But yeah, the verified people, they were never the fucking assholes. So you go, I'm just going to check my verified comments,
Yeah.
and then see if the people I know. And now you go, someone's like, is this a verified? Oh no, I forgot. You fuck. I want to block them, but then you're like,
Yeah.
That's cunty. So why you're paying Twitter to fuck you? You're like,
It's invasive.
You're an invasive species.
Audience members paying to be able to go in the green
room.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't know when to shut the fuck
Yeah.
up in the green room. All right. Yeah. Now's the time where we're actually thinking and working.
Someone's recording.
Yep. Fucking backstage pass, motherfuckers. And the punchable faces. Oh my God.
Here, let's take a break.
All right.
Because just in case, because we do have ad insertions. So we still got that going on.
All right. Rally up there, fucking killer termites. We might have to steal our fucking moniker back. Actually, I'm fine with getting rid of killer termites. I give it to Kathleen Madigan.
Wait a minute. She's not killer termites. She's
just termites.
And you were dubbed
Yeah.
killer termites.
Yeah, I know. And that's why maybe it's time to get something else.
Can we wait until we run out of the t-shirts I have that I'm selling?
Maybe we put our termites on her termites.
There you go.
Oh, she doesn't even know there's a storm brewing. That's a great thing about nobody listens to my podcast in this industry. Yeah. Hey, killer termites, fucking start turning your plowshares into swords. We'll be right back.
You are listening to the Doug Stanhope podcast.
Should be popping up out of the back and buried in that top bunk, and then pop up at the end and just go, okay, bye now.
Yeah, you want to talk about the podcast studio?
These are the Helix mattresses. It's the remnants of a old sponsor. You know what? You love and you live, and sometimes you keep the mattress, especially if they have a lot of mattresses themselves.
This was the twins, and it's the bunk beds. I think the bunk beds came from IKEA, but I don't know.
Oh, you got the bunk beds.
Yeah, I think they came from IKEA. I can't remember. It's a while ago.
You slept in it once, right?
And these, no. I grew up in bunk beds. I got a twin brother.
I love bunk beds in theory.
Yeah.
But it hasn't made me go, well, now that the weather's changing, that's another fuck thing. This is not only has it been since the seasonal change, the fire happened right before Thanksgiving, November 21st. That's when you're getting used to, okay, it's going to be cold and it's just going to get worse. And now you come back from fucking 3 weeks in Australia where it was summer. And now this is becoming summer in Tucson. Like, it's 70 degrees. Like, when I left, You put on a hat to go outside and smoke. And now I don't even go outside to smoke, and it's gorgeous. I should be playing tennis. It's on my list.
Yeah.
I just don't read my list. Yeah, maybe I should be doing that rather than worrying about the fucking internet. But I have so much goddamn work.
And we're about this room is almost done, and then the funhouse is about a week away from the new stage and basically prepping it for paint. Because what we did was, because of the fire, no one's living here. We just started redoing a bunch of stuff that needed to be redone.
And I don't have a vision for the new funhouse, and I realized it's like thrift store shopping. Like, all right, I want a stand-up globe. I love a stand-up
What's a
globe,
stand-up?
like a globe on a stand where you can just, it's at hip height and you can whirl it around.
Oh yeah, like in gentlemen's clubs in with overstuffed chairs, cigars, and
exactly
bourbon.
And I love a globe. And I looked them up online. They're really fucking expensive.
Yeah, they are.
And
Are you talking about the one that opens up and there's a bar inside of it?
It doesn't have to be that.
Okay.
I actually like the globe.
Yeah.
I don't need the
globe bar.
hideaway bar.
Spin.
Right.
Yeah.
And I could stare at that for. All right, I'm trying to sneeze. And I'm like, that's what that's one of the things you just wait to find in a thrift store.
Yeah.
Or at a yard.
Serendipity.
Yeah, I don't need a globe. I don't stop buying everything that you'll eventually find for a bargain. And that's what I'm going to do with the funhouse. Until I have an idea, I'm not going to go spend a lot of money and we'll just throw a fucking giant table in there and podcast off of it until we need to.
It's horrible for podcasting,
Oh, yeah, because
the audio and the yeah. So it whatever, we'll figure it out. But the news,
it was fine.
No, it's always been bad.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, the thing is that it's always been like doing a podcast in a bar. Right. So the audio is suffers because of it. There's nothing to help warm up the sound or to dampen some of the echo and stuff. And it's always been the cats or the dogs making noise, people coming in and out. It was never a thing where everyone quiet on the set, But if we want more control over that, then we would probably not do it.
Yeah. Well, okay.
But the bar
podcast aside,
yeah,
just for hanging out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Throw a banquet table and 6 chairs around it. The patio table. Well, actually, no, the patio's coming back into play.
But the bar's gone. So we took all the equipment out of there. We're putting in 3 more smart TVs, and we have a new stage, and I love it. The stage looks great. We just need to figure out what to paint it. And
yeah, maybe we should do that is just set it for a show.
Yeah.
And that way, anytime I go in there just to fuck off, work on my laptop. I go, all right, yeah, we should. So all I have to do is call a few people and say, hey, on the 19th, we're doing a show. And then I have to do the show.
Mm-hmm. Well, you do owe a show to someone in town.
Oh yeah. Shady Dell. Yeah. I bet him on the.
Who has a new stage. They completely took out one trailer.
I heard it's huge.
A big deal. So yeah, I don't know. Is that what you meant to do? Is to do a show there on the Shady Dell stage?
No, I had no idea. I just knew I wanted to bet him, and money's boring.
Yeah.
So it was the Eagles against someone in the playoffs.
Just to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, maybe it might have been the Super Bowl. No,
it was playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
what were you going to win?
It was a show versus a night in the yacht.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called. Yeah. Wow, that's kind of lopsided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was pretty sure I'd lose, but
so do you do the show from the yacht on the poop deck?
I'm looking forward to that.
Shady Dell's opening up with barbecue again this weekend, and Dot's Diner's always been open.
We should plug Backdoor Mike's new place, even though we couldn't get in.
Taqueria Outlaw
in Old Bisbee on Tombstone Canyon. We went for the grand opening and got there when he said to get there, and it was over full. So we just kept going back over to the Grand and having another cocktail. We'll wait, but it's fucking cold as shit.
Yeah.
This is before Australian summer. So it was back in the winter days.
His investor tried twice to go there and have a meal and couldn't get sat. So, I mean, yeah, it was just crazy. And now, I mean, they're open Wednesday through Sunday. They're open Saturdays for lunches. So it's calming down a little bit.
Mackenzie's bartending.
Mackenzie, Bird Cloud's there. And
Yep.
yeah, it's great food. I mean, we've known
I get a lot of
he's
plugs.
a good cook. So
Let me just say these because, and I know there's a million thank yous that I probably never got to, but Ryan Cooper, there's a dead guy. He's a super fan, and his mother sent me this basically a whole brochure package of like the whole thing. That he was a young kid, he's like 41, and his health started to decline, and he died within a year. And she didn't say why, but he was a huge fan, and she sent pictures of him like in his apartment with like posters of our tours everywhere and killer termites patches and t-shirts. And yeah, so he was a super fan, and he died. And his mom sent me Dee Dee, thank you for you. I would have all you sent me was your home address and your phone number, and I wasn't really gonna call. Like the package included like from the funeral or whatever letters about remembering Ryan and shit. I don't fucking
all the swag from a funeral.
So noted, Dee Dee Cooper. Yes, the Ryan Cooper his name has been spoken. Now he can go on into the afterlife. Stop waiting in that merch.
That was he was in limbo.
Celestial merch line.
Until you mention it, he's in limbo at the merch.
Stanhope after the show, he likes to go have a cigarette out by the dumpster and make you wait 20 minutes in line, like it's the fucking front porch of Fight Club. Diva, and I know Diva. I can picture her from social. But I don't know exactly. But she sent me. She's been around. She's come to gigs everywhere, and I don't know exactly. But she sent me some vintage. You want to get in my pants? You send me fucking vintage Delta gear I've never seen. Some small rocks glasses, blue, and etched Delta with the Douglas whatever aircraft.
Yeah.
Pair of glasses, gorgeous. And these guys, Tyler, Adam, and Roke. They have a comic book series, Ranger Stranger, like Stranger Danger, Ranger Stranger, and it's that cheery kind of 50s guy that's doing horrible things with kids or something. Well, it's not like that, but it's inappropriate humor in a comic book. So those are going directly to the thrift store where they will be bought by someone who has kids. They say, my kid loves comic books, that will have no idea that these are salty and inappropriate.
Salty. It's called Stranger Danger. Stranger Ranger.
Ranger Stranger.
Stranger.
Yeah, Ranger's name is Stranger.
All right.
Yeah.
This guy left a note.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was looking for.
Okay.
Left a note. Okay, this is just
Cursive writing. No one does cursive anymore.
I can't do cursive. I'm sure we
Really?
talked about this, but I could not sign my own name in cursive.
Wow.
My signature now, my autograph is a bastardization of when at some point I just printed anything that I had to handwrite. And then at some point, handwriting's when I have to write a check, I feel like I should put on some vintage clothes and make a party out of it, and get my S&H green stamps out. Just writing a check seems so fucking archaic.
I mean, but when do you write a check?
Well, there's places that
insurance. But you don't write a check at the checkout at Safeway. No, that's where it's weird because you don't want to fuck up. And I mean, I can't remember the last time I wrote a check.
Insurance won't take a credit card.
Oh yeah.
I tried anything that will take a credit card. Yeah, let's party on some miles.
Yeah,
MQMs. All right, this was stuffed in my mailbox at the dead house. Dear Mr. Stanhope, my name is David Lowe.
That's right.
Ina off? What? Oh, I'm off work till Monday thanks to the storm that covered everything in snow. Is that storm with an E at the end? That's a verified storm, STORME.
Is this letter from the 1600s?
I drove down from Prescott just to meet you and hopefully have a drink. I brought a bottle of, I don't know, Samuel Grant whiskey for you to try. I think you'd like it. Anyway, I just wanted to meet you. If you're down for a drink, hit me up, please. No, I'm not a stalker. STOCKER. Well, Safeway will be sad to hear that because they're looking for stalkers. I won't bother you anymore if you don't want to hang out. All right. Yeah.
He didn't leave the liquor. He just left the note.
Yeah. And well, I don't know. Maybe he did email, but probably not. Please hold.
You are listening to the Doug Stanhope Podcast.
When did you start drinking beers?
Occasionally, I will get 2 of the giant Sapporo cans. Neighbor Dave and I used to either Asahi or Sapporo, which I mean, I always liked beer with sushi and I like Japanese beer. Otherwise, I'm just a Miller Lite, Bud Light, whatever fucking corporate light guy. But Sapporo and Asahi, and then neighbor Dave and I would occasionally get a 6-pack of one or the other and split it. Just that's back when I was a Miller Lite drinker, and we'd get exotic and we'd share a 6-pack of fucking
Like regular
Japanese
cans.
beer,
They
but
don't sell these in six packs.
no. Either we'd get a bunch of these or a 6-pack of bottles. But I didn't really appreciate it till I went to the UK a lot. I'm like, they're fucking, even their Budweiser is not Budweiser.
Yeah.
I mean, this tastes like a fucking Heineken. I don't know how you can just slap that fucking label on, but it's the same with their fast food where you go, I went to a Taco Bell in the UK and you go, do they know you're using their name? Can you just like completely grift their fucking logo because they're not watching over here? Because nothing on this menu.
They have like fish,
They had whatever it was.
bread pudding.
They had like 3 things and nothing like fucking Taco Bell. They can't have any standards with their franchise.
Yeah.
But so their beers like that, but no, they're fucking Asahi, Sapporo. So I started drinking Japanese beer. This is before it was a cocktail drinker. But yeah, like, oh, thank God there's fucking beer I can stomach over here. Yeah, that's delicious. If I start drinking beer, I can just keep going with it. Like Mexican and sushi, 2 places I love drinking beer.
Like tacos and
Yeah.
Did you ever do sake bombs?
No, I never liked sake. It always tasted exactly like how acid reflux feels.
You know what I mean by a sake bomb though, right?
Yeah, I know
They
that.
drop
The
yeah.
shit. Yeah, it's like
Everyone yells and
yeah. No, never did
you don't go in for the like the festivities like that. You would do a shot of Jaeger, but you wouldn't go to do the ski or whatever. Remember that stupid thing?
like, or drinking games.
Or,
like
yeah,
a drinking
quarters
game now would be like that makes you wait to drink.
Yeah.
Like you can't drink unless you
Make the quarter.
do the thing. Yeah. You're like, I need a fucking drink. I don't need a reason to drink. Oh my God, I'm gonna get hammered. Oh. One too many for me. Yeah, I never found the allure, and it's like being in a whorehouse and go, you want to play truth or dare? You already paid me. You're gonna dare me to suck your dick? You just paid me to, or you could go truth.
You got truth.
Go truth. Comfort is just been the worst thing that's ever happened to me. It's the worst addiction I've ever had. It's the most debilitating to my career, my social life. Yeah, I'm fine just sitting on my couch and not talking to anyone. And I have enough money. I don't really have any goals. Like I don't see a car and go, oh, I wish I could afford that.
Well, you didn't wish you could afford it, but you just picked up
I
another
just
car.
And I already fucking lost the spare key.
Did you?
Well, I think it might be in the dad's Suburban.
Oh.
If that's the baby Suburban.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another. I'm a sucker for the fucking car auctions. And this is such a
I don't
weird
even know
auction.
how you found that one.
It was in the Bisbee Observer, had an
Where?
ad.
Where?
It had an
Oh,
ad.
I never read the ads.
I know,
Yeah.
exactly. They put an ad in auction Naco Elementary School District.
Which is 7 miles from here.
It's a little tiny town of maybe 500 people. I don't know what it is.
Wait.
1,000 people.
On the US side?
Yeah, the US
it's
side.
nothing.
And they had 3 cars listed, and it said visit our website or go to our Facebook page or our website, and then didn't list what the Facebook page or website were. Just like when you see a vehicle that says, yeah, whatever, handyman,
Yeah.
and it has their phone number but without an area code.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows. They go, oh, just go to our Facebook page. Well, we don't have to list it. So I had to Google, and then I found it was one of the 3 vehicles was a 1999 Suburban with 113,000 miles on it. Yeah, 24 years old, but for a Suburban,
Super low miles.
wicked low miles.
Yeah.
And I used to have one of my favorite car was a Chevy Tahoe we got from a city vehicle that I got at an auction for $2,500. And it fucking was just it was a 99, same year. This is basically, I bought the same vehicle, only this one's a Suburban. So it's a little bit longer, but the exact same dashboard interior, the front bench seat is like a couch. It's fabric. So in the summer, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I love that. And Bingo, after she got out from her fucking coma, was driving the Tahoe and broad daylight smashed it into a fucking pole up the street and doesn't remember why or how, right in front of uphill Kim and Dave's place. They go, yeah, we heard something. Heard a bang.
That's like 2 blocks away and then uphill.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a distance. And then
But she doesn't remember where she was going to or from.
and then the car, how to get back.
I don't remember the details at this point, but the point was she didn't know the details other than I wrecked the Tahoe and I don't know how.
Yeah.
And it was after that, and she was not like drunk or anything.
Yeah.
She's just, and I'm like, wow, that's fucked up. Like, is your brain, because we don't know what her brain is going to do now.
Yeah.
And you just go like off the radar, like the Malaysian flight 370. And it really hurt.
It was
like,
totaled, right?
she gave it to her fucking hillbilly friends,
Yeah.
and I see it driving around now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, they got it going, but it's like sometimes without a hood.
Yeah. Well, she gave it to the right people.
Yeah, she did. But it's like one of those few things that really lingers where you go, fuck. Like I got that for $2,500. It would have run forever, and it did. It ran for, I mean,
Yeah, it's just
probably
a beater.
8 years that was going, and it was just comfortable. And I mean, I wouldn't take it outside the city limits or
Yeah.
Sierra Vista at best. And this is what replaced it. So
Like 6 years later.
I think the other, look for a key that looks like the mom car key, shitty old 1999 key in the other Suburban. because that's what I dropped it off. All it needed was fucking tires after I was sitting around.
Yeah, the lights weren't working because there was a bad fuse, easy to fix, and the battery was fine. Yeah, I mean, I think the dash is fine. I still haven't even ridden it.
No, the dash is fucked. You can't
Yeah.
see it from the inside, but the outside,
Yeah.
no, it's all completely broken through.
Oh,
Like whatever's underneath the dashboard,
yeah,
it would be visible.
electronics.
Like if the dashboard were your torso, yeah, you can see all your intestines, heart, lungs, and everything through.
it's all stove
Yeah,
in.
the skin is gone. Like
Yeah.
all the Arizona sunwear. Oh my God. So we have that other fucking Chevy pickup thing. It's
The S10, yeah.
yeah, it's a 2000. And I went to wipe off the dashboard after I bought
Ooh.
that. And just all the like the vent slats just crumbled like
yeah.
Necco wafers or bad teeth. Almost teeth. Let me just scrub those. Oh, they just fell out.
Yeah, but I mean, what needs to work on that truck works.
Yeah.
It goes to the dump and gets back every time. So that's all we need.
That's all it's
Yeah.
there for. Yeah, okay. Well, we got Seattle coming up.
Let me pull up the dates.
That's the 25 and 6.
Yes.
Saturday, Sunday. One of them. So I guess I'm guessing the Saturday's the sold out.
I don't know.
Brian was telling me like it's
Check.
completely sold out. Well, what do you? Now you sound like the fucking fans that go, "Hey, that's sold out. Do you have any extra seats that you keep for people like me that forgot to buy it?" No. And then Canada. Chaille and I are fucking, yeah, we're going out of this business in first class.
It looks like the 26th, Sunday, the 26th of March, tickets are available. Looks like yeah, there's a couple pairs in the floor area, not many, and then there's a balcony. It's a beautiful theater. I love that.
Yeah,
theater.
I love the Neptune.
Yeah.
And that was where I left you last at the end at the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
I was making jokes about it because that's when Seattle was ground zero for COVID. That's where it started. I fucking New York stole all its thunder with the Cuomo, but you remember it was your fucking, that was your game. They stole your bag. You were the COVID capital. 11 people died. Say this last podcast
Right.
that when we got shut down in Seattle,
Yeah.
a total of 11 people had died of COVID in the United States
At that time.
at that
yeah.
time on that date. I looked it up at one point. I think I was going to write an update for the book.
Seattle shut down after that second show you did.
Yeah.
And then we went to Portland.
Because Todd Barry was going
And
to
then
be there
Todd
the
Barry
next
got-
night.
yeah,
And
He got canceled. Well, not canceled, but his show got canceled.
yeah.
And that's when you went out to, I think, Philly or Boston or something. Something happened. You
Actually, Baltimore was
Baltimore.
technically the last date I played.
Yeah.
But it felt like Seattle is, yeah.
So this all the Canada dates are that's it now. It's
Yeah.
Montreal,
Six-
Toronto,
six-
Winnipeg, Edmonton, Calgary, and then 2 Vancouver dates. May 6th at the House of Comedy in Vancouver is a day drinking show again.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Well, when I get the internet back here, my small town, living out of the back of my 1999 auction buy Chevy Suburban. I think I might pull that into the driveway and sleep here for the spring months before it gets too hot and just say I'm living out of my car until I fix my house. It's technically, if I do sleep in my car, it's technically accurate that, yeah, you forced him to live out of his car, State Farm.
But
You're
you
the
still have
people.
the hotel. I mean, when are you going to get out
Well,
of the
I don't
hotel?
know. I don't.
As
but
convenient as it is.
I find out April 15th. They booked me January 5th through April 15th, knowing ahead of time it's going to be this fucked up.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they booked me on April 16th.
All right.
Stay tuned, kids. I'm fucking hanging on. Yeah, some guy with a dragon in his Hotmail. Yeah, he's if you didn't kill yourself, don't. But right now, I didn't even respond.
don't even know what you're talking about.
I know. So
Code or something.
no, my fucking Hennigan says, yeah, he's like, get a hotmail. This guy's going to kill himself. I'm like, well, I don't have internet and I'm not going to use my data on my phone. Fuck you, AT&T. Yeah, there's been a lot of people that got fuck yous today. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out. We'll get weirder sooner. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye now.